going to show you the simplest and quickest way to patch a hole. So today we built a mock-up wall so that we could show you all these different types of patches. So as you can see here, the amount of damage on the backside compared to the front is significantly larger. It's almost 4 inches wide and 3 inches tall. So if I cut a small patch and I patched just this hole, I'd be patching all this loose, not very stable gypsum. So that's why I wanted to do this mock-up, so you could see the amount of damage that occurs when a hole happens in drywall. You've got to cut that hole much larger so that you get rid of all the damage on both sides. We're going to use the multi-tool and just run along this line and cut away all that damage that we just saw on the back side of the drywall. So we've cut the hole this large. Let's go on the back side and see if we got rid of all that damage. So as you can see, we did. We got rid of all that loose drywall, that cracked gypsum that was falling away. It's real important they cut the hole that you're going to patch larger than the hole on the outside by about 2 to 3 times. So this is a surface mount patch. I cut this hole pretty good size, and this patch just barely goes across it. I'm going to go ahead and do this here, but I wouldn't recommend putting a patch on a hole this large with a surface mount patch. But I want you to see what your options are, and you could actually do this with a surface mount. So first thing you do is just peel away the backing. Now this has an adhesive mesh with a little bit of metal. The metal has to bypass the hole, and it just barely does on this one. I'm really stretching this patch's function to the max here. So that is the coverage that I'm going to get out of this patch. So once again, I'm stretching it to the absolute max. I've got about 1/4 of an inch overlap here, and I've got about 1/2 an inch down here, and I've got 1.5 inches over here, which isn't so bad. So let's see how it works. So now I'm going to spread drywall compound, and I'm going to go around the edges first. And then I'm going to come across the face and I'm going to spread mud into the patch. So now we need to let this patch dry, and then we can recoat it and spread more material across the top of it and around the outside of it. Let's go around the other side of the wall and take a look at this patch. So the design of this patch is that it allows mud to flow through those little pores in the center. So as this hardens up, the idea is that it becomes part of the drywall. That makes some sense, but as you can see, it's definitely not going to be as thick. There's still quite a good sized hole here, and the connection is just whatever amount of mud is touching the wall itself. Not my favorite patch. So before you guys slay me on the comments, I cut that hole, 1, to get rid of all the damage, but 2, to show how that patch is penetrated by the drywall compound, and it's much easier to see with a larger hole. Now, I cut it so big that there wasn't much of any overlap. That's a mistake. That isn't how you would want to patch. You want to have at least 1 inch of overlap all the way around your hole. And I would say with a surface mount patch, I wouldn't go any larger than maybe a 3-inch hole. But when you look down here at this, you can see how the compound comes through the patch, and you can see how it, to some extent, attaches to the wall. Hey, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you would like to check out our products, click on the link below in the description for easy protection. And to check out our other videos, please click on the link up here.